Hey guys, Burger Broad Zane here at the lovely flagship BQM Diner on Ossington Avenue in Toronto. Recently, the Madam of the Broad House was contacted by Laura, the general manager of this location, and our madam knows the broad to see one. So she decided this is one chick we need to know more about. We thought, what better opportunity to pop in for a burger and a chat. So here we are with Laura. Laura, thank you so much for sitting down with us.
No problem. Nice to be here.
Thank you. So I understand you started out as a waitress and now you are GM. So can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Sure. I was a waitress way back when in my early 20s, and then decided that when I moved to the big city I had to get a real job. So I trained to be a web designer and I did that for a while, and then I had my first daughter. And after that, a year of mat leave made me realize that a computer sucks the soul right out of you.
Yeah.
I was pounding the pavement, handing out resumes. I didn't even bring one in here. I was like, oh, I deserve a burger after all that hard work. So I came in to get takeout.
That's great.
And I was waiting at the bar for my takeout, and I asked the server who was working if they were hiring, and she said, well, that's the man to talk to, and the owner's name is Saeed. He was sitting at the bar, and I said, so, are you hiring for the summer? It was in early May, and he said, yeah, well, we're hoping to get the patio open by May 24 weekend, and this was a few years ago, 5 years ago? I said, well, you know, this year May 24 is actually a week before May 24, and so you only have 2 weeks to get that done. And he was like, really? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, oh, well then I guess we should hire you. And I was like, yeah, maybe we should hire me.
Great.
I love food, I love serving people, I love this neighborhood, and basically I just started doing all the stuff that wasn't getting done. And by that, I became front of house manager, then the general manager at this store, and now I basically just do whatever needs to get done.
So I'm going to be honest with you, I don't actually know what a general manager does. So can you run us through a typical day in the life?
It's very glamorous. So first of all, it depends on the day of the week. Second of all, I pretty much come to work 7 days a week. Doesn't mean I'm here the whole time, but there's always something that needs to get done. Within the 3 stores, generally have to move product around based on how much we've gone through, based on how much we've ordered. If we're running low on meat, that's obviously an emergency. So I transport a lot of meat, or toilet paper, or napkins, or just moving it all around. I do the deposits from this location and one of the other locations. So I open up the safe, I count all the money that comes in, I take it to the bank. I deliver paychecks on payday. I talk to suppliers. My favorite part is when the beer people come and give me samples. They want me to sell their beer.
Now, the burger industry, as many industries are, is mostly male-dominated. So what do you feel like you bring to the table as a female that a man necessarily couldn't?
Communication.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I work with a lot of men, absolutely. And I'm obviously exaggerating. There are a lot of great men who can communicate really well, but I feel like sometimes it can be very frustrating when you see 2 men talking to each other and they are basically saying the same thing, but they're disagreeing with each other, or they think they're in agreement, but they're saying the opposite things. And it takes, I think that I'm not always the best communicator, but I do think that I can navigate things and help people get on the same page when it's not always the case. And it's very important in the restaurant industry to communicate.
What have you found in this position, and especially being a woman, the most rewarding?
The most rewarding, well, the pure number of burgers I get to eat.
Oh yes, we like to hear that.
You know, it's actually my goal every day to come to work and not eat a hamburger.
Wow.
But I don't often succeed.
I was just gonna say, how could anyone?
It's hard.
How can you resist?
It's hard to resist. That being said, I really enjoy having 2 kids. This job allows me the freedom to go pick my daughter up after school and take her to ballet, and nobody's gonna miss me for an hour. I can do stuff from home and on the weekends. That allows me to spend time with my family. I love the fact that nobody cares where I am before 11 o'clock in the morning.
Great. It's a nice feeling.
It's the lifestyle that really keeps me in this industry.
That's
and
great.
the people, and I love working with people.
So you have that flexibility, so that's one of the big rewards. Have you found any challenges then?
The challenges are the unexpected things that happen every single day that you can never predict no matter how hard you try. And you can focus entirely on making sure this is never going to happen again, but this is going to come out and kick you in the ass.
Yep.
But the rewarding thing is being able to work through those challenges and move on to the next fire that needs putting out.
Come out on the other side, right? That's great. So you mentioned the flexibility in this position and how that really helps your day-to-day life. So if you're not coming to work, what is your ideal day? How would you spend a day?
My ideal day definitely involves sleeping in, but that
true broad fashion.
Harder the older I get for some reason. Even if I have the opportunity, I can't force my body to do it. That being said, if I have to be awake, I will read a little bit in bed. Drinking tea is my favorite thing to do. Morning activities. If I don't have to be in the city, my favorite place to be is we have a cottage in Saba Beach.
Oh.
So we like to take the family up there summertime, a lot of the time in the summertime, as much as we can in the winter, and just being outdoors with the kids and the family, barbecuing.
It's a nice
fires.
reset, right?
Yeah, drinking beer.
Awesome. So now for an obvious question. What's your favorite food?
My favorite food is definitely beef. I eat a lot of beef. I like it in steak format. I like it in burger format. But my second favorite food, which we tend to eat a lot of, is tacos. Like slow cooked, pulled pork, made with Coca-Cola. The Mexican kind of Coca-Cola in the slow cooker. So good.
Just giving away all of our secrets.
So good.
I love it. Now we all know what gets guys out of bed in the morning, right? Morning wood. So what gets you out of bed in the morning?
Screaming 2-year-old
Aw.
every morning, which is pretty hard at first, but then I think about how cute she is when I come into her room, and it makes it a lot easier to get out of bed.
That's sweet. That's a pretty good draw, I think.
Yeah, she's alright. I'll keep her.
Yeah. So as you know, we are the Burger Broads, and our madam called you out as a broad right off the bat. So what does it mean to you to be a broad?
Okay, well, the word broad, I think, is a great word. I think it describes a woman who is confident, who walks with her head high, who knows what she wants, and is not afraid to be who she really is.
So now that we're nice and warmed up, we're going to do a couple of rapid fire questions. How do you feel about that, Laura?
I'm a little worried because you made me run away while you were discussing the questions.
They're going to be fun, I promise.
All right.
Okay?
Yep.
Don't freak out.
I won't.
Okay. You ready?
I'm good.
3, 2, 1. Planes, trains, or car?
Plane.
Biggest pet peeve? Cheapness. Burger or steak?
Steak.
Bare feet, heels, or sneakers?
Bare feet.
Boxers or briefs?
Boxers.
Cats or dogs?
Cats.
Beer or wine?
Beer.
Bath or shower?
Shower.
That's it.
That's it? That wasn't so bad.
You
Thanks.
embody everything that it is to be a broad, so we welcome you wholeheartedly.
Thanks.
And to seal the deal, we're gonna do
One of these?
a shot here.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, madame.
Cheers.